A man and two women survive in the wild, unclothed, without food and water, surviving for 21 days. You can get a reward of $100,000 for completing the challenge. The hero of this challenge is Adam, 25 years old. I was told that this time I would have to survive in the wilderness with two young girls. He has been exercising at home for 2 months. The first female contestant is Sarah, 23 years old, The girl has a beautiful face and body. In order to adapt to life in the forest, she trained to survive alone on a deserted island for 6 days before departing for the program. The second female contestant is Bella, 30 years old, She is a serious survival trainer, mastering various survival skills. This challenge hasn't started yet, but Bella declares, it's okay to pass 21 days, even a year. The trio's challenge location is in the Amazon jungle. The harsh environment here is famous all over the world. There are piranhas and rattlesnakes in the water, and jaguars on land. Here humans are at the bottom of the food chain. It's definitely a big challenge for these 3 people. In the corner of the forest, 3 people meet for the first time. The 2 girls were also a little apprehensive, but now Adam burst out laughing. He was very pleased with these 2 female partners. Then they took out the map and studied it for half an hour. The 3 decided to find a safe place to pitch their shelter first. Not long after they left, Bella found a large snail. I didn't expect that protein would be delivered to my stomach right from the start. This is really good. Then a waterfall was found. The problem of drinking water has also been resolved. They decided to set up their camp nearby. But the weather is unpredictable. It started to rain heavily. This worries all 3, but to be safe from the nightlife, they have to defy the rain to build shelter. Busy all afternoon, a cozy hut was finally built by them, and now it's dark. The temperature drops sharply at night. No clothes, no blankets. The 3 can only hug each other in the hammock to get through a cold night. A man and 2 women must survive in the wild for 21 days. The next morning Adam said that he couldn't sleep last night because it was too cold. He proposed to build a fire today. He and Bella will go find dry wood. But because it rained heavily yesterday, both of them worked hard all day but couldn't solve the problem of starting the fire. At this time, Sarah began to practice yoga. She thinks it's important to keep a good attitude. She thinks that the making of the fire has nothing to do with her. Bella felt very uncomfortable. Adam and I were sweating profusely, but she was doing yoga leisurely. Sarah thought about that and felt that she was wrong. Sarah says I went to get food for everyone. She earns a plant, they can use the water in the trunk. Bella can't eat this. She tells Sarah, if you don't want to play, go home, Adam and I can live a good life. When night fell, they slept in each other's arms in a hammock. There are a lot of mosquitoes around them. The mosquitoes seem to like Bella more. She can't sleep through the night. Adam and Sarah hugged each other and slept very well. Bella thought that was unfair. She woke up early in the morning to complain. Adam wakes up to find Bella crying. Sarah was still sleeping soundly in the hammock. Bella was even angrier. She said, I'm just for $100,000. I don't care that you and Sarah are here for the challenge or for a date. Adam felt very embarrassed about Bella's words. He is determined to change from now on. Let's focus on the challenge and win $100,000 is his goal. All 3 decided to divide the army into 2 parts. Sarah went in search of food, and Adam and Bella stayed at the camp to build a large bedroom for 3. Although they live in a new house, they still can't stand the harassment of mosquitoes in the forest. In just a few days, Adam's body was covered with mosquito bites. He felt very itchy. I couldn't stand it until the end. He can only call the medical team of the organizers. Things seemed to be going badly for Adam. He was told to go to the hospital immediately. As a result, Adam could not stand it on day 10, and was forced to withdraw from the ordeal. The abandonment of their teammates made Sarah and Bella very sad because they lost a pillar to rely on every night. Thinking about foraging on their own, both felt bad. Night fell. Because there was no fire, they could only hide in the sheltered hut early. They leaned against each other, hugging each other for warmth. At this time a herd of leopards approached the camp, and both of them trembled with fear. It would be great if Adam was here. Tonight is destined to be a sleepless night. The next morning, they still hadn't recovered. I can't believe we were so close to death last night. In the blink of an eye, the 15th day had arrived. The 2 of them had been dizzy from hunger for a long time. Sarah was simply lying on the ground and basking in the sun. It was supposed to absorb energy through photosynthesis. Bella thought that was bullshit. She decided to make a fishing cage. But in the end she caught nothing. Can't really move. The 2 just catch ants in the trees to eat, and they eat it directly in their mouths. This was their only source of protein for a while. That lasted until the 20th day. Finally, they got the fire. Sarah smiled. Bella burst into tears. but it rained suddenly, directly extinguishing the fire that they had worked so hard to build. Two frustrated people lying in bed, and not wanting to do anything, anyway. Only one more day left. On the morning of the 21st, Sarah and Bella tried their best to build a small raft. Now just raft to the last point to complete the challenge. The crocodiles in the water were following them. Luckily, the boat arrived in time to pick them up. And now they have completed the challenge and got a reward of $100,000.
Oh, you okay? Okay. Yeah? There's a spot down here that's definitely more open here. You know, so we can...
But remember, the river's gonna rise.
Are losing light if we spend so much time. Sorry, jungle, but... Which will have...
Shelter, whereas if we found 2 solid trees and a lot of cover. We're like in. This is gonna be hard.